So I didn't get very many answers on what y'all wanted to hear today. So I'm just going to go ahead and kind of go based upon what I feel like, even myself needs. Because at the end of the day, y'all, I'm just like you. I am trying my best to um, be a great consultant, be a great leader, do the things that are needed to have a success. And the way I'm working my business today is not how I worked it 2 years ago. I feel like a lot of times we are adapting, we are learning new ways to work our business. We are we are learning what works for our business, and my part of my job is guiding y'all and helping you figure out what works for your business, because y'all know what works for me may not work for you, and that's totally cool. That's what makes us unique. Um, that's why your people choose you over me. They know you, they like you, grown to they have grown to connect with you. So that's what makes you unique, and that's why your people choose you over me, or they choose me over you. People like people that they can connect to. It's just part of it. So I know I'm a little late. I planned on getting here earlier this morning. Had to grocery shop, had to do the things, had to start laundry. Brother stopped by, had to do a training with Morgan. At the end of the day, life happens. Y'all know that. The biggest thing is making sure that you do those things, making sure that you show up to these trainings. Y'all know I'm one of those people that family's first. Every single day, my family is first. Y'all are my family too, but the people that live in my house, they're number one. That's who I have to take care of. That's my first people that I take care of. So if that job's not done, I don't feel like I am where I should be. And if you don't feel where you should be in your business, you can't pour from an empty cup. We've heard that a million times, and that is the truth. That is point blank how it is. So I feel like, right now a lot of us are possibly struggling with PRV. This is a month that it may be a little bit tougher. Something I enjoy about what we do is changing a situation that seems a little bit tough and pushing through it and be like, you know what, I did it, I got it, it's mine. So this month, I feel like I am a great candidate to speak on PRV. I started this month and I needed over 6,000 PRV to get an annual sales award. If you don't know what annual sales award is, it's in your workstation. Go look it up. Hey, Dana, I see you on here, girl. So proud of you. 2 trainings in one day, Dana. Go you. That is awesome. If y'all are not doing these trainings, it is so important for your business. If you want to grow, you are going to find it a lot harder to grow your business when you're not showing up to trainings. We've heard it a million times. Another famous quote, birds of a feather flock together. If you want to learn something and you want to be better at it, you have to show up at trainings. You can't expect to be an NBA player and never show up to a practice. Can't expect to be famous baseball player and not show up to practice. It's so easy to sit here and say, I just can't do anything. I just can't do anything when you're not showing up to trainings and stuff. And I hate to say and stuff, when you're not showing up to trainings and you're not listening to podcasts. I'm not saying every day has to be a training, every day has to be a podcast, but there is a training to fit into your schedule. Dana, myself, Brittany Suggs, a few of us are in this group for right now. And if you want to be in it, please send me a message. I'll invite you. I feel like I've invited most everybody, but if I missed you and you want to be in the training and you want to grow your business, send me a message because I will invite you. But there have been times where I couldn't be on that training because the live just didn't fit in my niche. And I came back later and I watched it. I have a video I have to watch later on today because I just haven't had a chance to fit it in. If you know me, you know I'm going hard for annual sales. So with that being said, there are some times when I'm working on this and I know if I get distracted and leave this, I can't put forth all my time to that. So I have to focus on what's in front of me and come back to the lives when I can. Same as you. If you want to grow your business and you want to make something big out of this, You have to show up to the trainings. My first time as a consultant, I thought I could just wing it and I just have fun. And I did. I did wing it. I did have fun. I never grew. I suffocated. My circle got super small. Talking super small. So things that I've learned, I feel like I'm one of those people, I learned the hard way. So if there's anybody for you to learn from, it's me. Because I tried it, I hit my head on the wall, and I failed it, and I got back up, and I did it again. I grew up in a very rough life. Most of y'all know me, you know that. But I do think that one blessing out of what I've went through in my life is learning how to adapt. My brain is set to, well, this has been thrown at me, and this is junk, but this is how I'm going to do it. So, like I said, long story short, I know I've wasted some time explaining that, but I'm going to talk about high PRV, how to hit high PRV, because this month I am living proof that you can do it. For me, it's always been a struggle to hit that 2,000 PRV. Now, why do you want 2,000 PRV? If you're new, you want 2,000 PRV because that is where you get your bonus pay from. So, if you are a Scentsy consultant and you sell 2,000 or more, you're hitting a bonus pay. And that sounds frivolous, but when you write it down on paper, that bonus pay makes a big difference in your paycheck. Dana, you're on here. I believe you've hit a bonus, and you know that, right? Like, you've seen the results of hitting the bonus. It's big. And if you miss it by even $5, you don't get the bonus pay. So for me, 2,000 is always my goal, and it's always seemed like a struggle. And I would sit here and I would go, I don't know how these consultants are doing 3,000, 4,000, 5,000 PRV in a month. A light bulb has hit me this month. Huge light bulb, y'all. Huge. So think of it this way. Okay, if you're going on a trip, you're in the car, and Dana just said yes. She got $1,500 paycheck off of a $4,500 month in sales. So let me talk about this for a second. That is huge, Dana. That is bravo to you, sis. That is huge. I have yet to have a $4,500 month, but this may be my month. So you get in your car, okay? Now, if you just get in the car and you go on a trip and you don't look at your gas gauge, y'all are going to be walking. You are going to be walking to wherever you're going. Something as simple as looking at your gas gauge and deciding if you have enough gas to get there is big, y'all. It's the difference between you walking to where you're going or you sitting in that car with the AC blowing on you or the heat or whatever you need getting there. So look at your gas gauge. I want everyone that's on here right now, look at your PRV. If you've never opened your workstation, please, after this video, go to your workstation. Write this down if you've got to remember it, because I'm a write down person. I got to see it on paper. Write it down. Write down, okay, where are you at today? Is your tank half full for what you need for the month? Because if your tank's not half full for what you want to get out of this month, you need to fill some gas in that tank. And when I talk about filling gas into your tank as a car, I'm talking you need to put gas into your business. So for me, I noticed the other day I was treading water. I'm like, okay, I've got to have this much sold in a month in order to get this award. So I need to start talking bag parties. I need to start talking online. I need to offer my friends every option of a party that I can because I've got to get this. Now, if I was where I should have been, if my tank was full and I had all the sales and all the orders, I may have to worry about my follow-ups and I may have to worry about my thank you mail, but all this other stuff I wouldn't be worrying about. I'm making sure my gas tank is full for the month. Are you sitting on empty? Do you want to be at a full tank? Like, if you need a full tank of gas in your business right now, this is the time to be personal messaging, posting, staying consistent. And I look at that in the aspect of, if you need a tank of gas and every gas station you pass by, you just keep driving, once again, you're going to run out of gas, ladies. You're going to be sitting there in that nice car on the side of the road. Same thing as your business. You're going to be sitting there on your seat that you're in now and saying, oh, my business is empty. It's the same concept. That gas in your car, that fuel that's running your car, that's the same concept as your business not having the fuel that it needs to run. And fuel for your business is those parties. If y'all think that my friends are coming up to me and just throwing money at me this month, that is not what's happening. I have every single opportunity I've gotten. I have messaged somebody. I have talked to somebody. I have done follow-ups. I have literally worked my tail this month. I have said no to people that wanted to come over because I had to work. And it's not miserable. My life's not miserable. If I was at a 9-to-5 job, you couldn't just come in while I was cleaning someone's teeth. Like, you have to have structure and you have to have rules in your business. You have to think outside of the box. You have to be willing to adapt and grow, and it's beautiful because when you hit those things, you feel so good about what you've done. You have this peace over you because you've now accomplished something. When your babies take their first steps and they're so happy and they're cooing because you're happy and they're happy, they've accomplished something. They have a good feeling. It's the same thing as in your business. Keep that tank full. Keep that tank full. Know what you want for the month. Know what trip you're on. If you are on a trip this month to go, say your destination for your trip requires for you to have 1,000 PRV, and say you're only at 200 right now. Well, 200 PRV is less than half a tank of gas. That half a tank of gas should be 500 minimum. So if you don't have half a tank of gas at 500, and if I'm confusing y'all, please let me know on this. Like, if this is like, Dixie, you're out there, let me know because I'll bring it back down. But if that $500, if you don't have that in sales just yet, and you're going for 1,000 for this month, use right now to start talking to people. Use right now to be like, you know what? I don't have it yet. I may not have it tomorrow, but I am going to give it my all. Create a new plan, y'all. It's okay. It's okay to have a plan at the beginning of the month and adjust it until you get to the end of the month. That's cool. I do it all the time. But goal tracking is so important for your business. This is a month where it's finally hit me. Like, I've goal tracked. I kind of mess with it. I know how to do it. I try my best to stay on page and on topic with my goal tracking. But you should be at least checking what you're doing weekly. Checking up on yourself. Okay, I need this much. How am I doing for this quarter of the month? How am I doing for the half mark? How am I doing for 3/4 of the mark? Therefore, you can tell if you need to speed up, if you need to slow down, or never really slow down. But if you can take a moment, if you can take a break. For me, I'm going to go hard this whole month. Every day that I can go hard this month, I'm going to go hard. I'm going to go hard whether I have a migraine, whether I'm sick, however I'm feeling, because I want something so bad. I don't want to get in the car and the car die out before I get there, or me to miss it because I didn't have, enough PRV, just to barely miss it. Like that, to me, that would devastate me to not have something because I missed it by this much. So I know y'all are very similar to how I am on that, and that's why I'm sitting here, and that's why I'm doing this training, because I want y'all to have the tools that you need. For me, a big tool that y'all need is just to have a goal tracker. Simply have something to track what you want for this month, how you want to get it. And that doesn't just apply for PRV. That applies across the board. That applies for recruits, sponsoring conversations, whatever your goals are for this month. You are halfway through the month. Are you halfway to your goal? And let's talk about parties for a minute. Let's talk about parties. So first and foremost, I feel like when we say the word party, everyone runs. Like, it's like, gone. And the reason why is parties just sound intimidating. They do. So when you talk to your people, maybe don't call it a party. Maybe call it whatever to not scare them. Call it what it is. Don't lie about it. But, maybe call it, offer them a VIP link. Offer them a text party. Offer them a messenger party. So one thing that I've learned here lately is you can do what's called a text party. And from what I'm gathering from it, basically, I would send my friend a link where they can get rewards from. And they would send it to 10, 15, whatever set number of people we have. And whatever their friends order from that link, that's their rewards. But that's also your PRV. So it's benefiting them. It's benefiting you. It's a win-win. A bag party, it's just really testers and catalogs. Throw a few samples in there if you got them. If you don't, that's cool. Throw a counter clean in there. Whatever you're passionate about, put that out there in that tester bag if you have it, and you can. If you don't, catalogs, testers, that's just fine for a bag party. You don't need anything more than that. I can't tell you how many times I've done that. And it's been fine. We've had successful parties that way. Um, One other thing you could do if you're trying to get a bag party is say, hey, I have all these new summer, spring scents. Would you like to smell them? When somebody smells them, check in with them the next day. Say, hey, how are you doing? Do you love them? Remember, you set the tone. If you're excited and you want to help your friends, they want to help their friends. They want to be excited. But if you're Debbie Downer and you're in a slump mood, they're going to feel that energy. That's like when you're around a dog and the dog's aggressive. Well, if you act aggressive back towards that, it's going to be ugly. It's going to be messed up. Like, give off those good vibes. Go jog around the block. You know, do something. Watch a movie. Do something to make you feel good to give that good energy. Um, but that's one way to do a party is through a bag party. What's another way to party? So online, I do a ton of online parties. From day one, I've pretty much been told, aim 8 to 10 parties a month. Mine are mostly online. I try to do them two hostess in each party, run it for about a week, so that's going to give me my 8. If you can schedule in 1 to 2 bag parties a month, you're doing 8 to 10. You will be at 2,000 PRV in no time, ladies. None. 0. Like, you start practicing that, and yeah, you're going to have months where you maybe don't hit 2,000. That's okay. Practice makes perfect, or practice makes better, however you want to call it. But either way, you have to practice, and you have to know where your goals are. So let's see, we've talked about how you can do a bag party, how you can do a text party. Some people do messenger parties, so basically they get everyone in a messenger group on like Facebook, and they may have 30 to 40 friends that their hostess invites, and the consultant will sit there and she will post pictures of what we have for products, like real life images found on Pinterest or wherever, and she will post a link for each one, or however, just basically posting images of things out of the catalog or offline, and they will order strictly from there. It's going to go very fast. It's going to take maybe 30 minutes to get everything posted through. You may see people leave the group, but you're going to get some orders off of that too. 30 to 40 people, 20 to 30, whatever the number is set. So that's another option for partying. What else have we done? Or do I know how to party? Something I'm doing right now. I'm taking sample packets to office. It's very similar to a bag party, but I posted a picture of me with my sample packets and donuts. You don't have to bring donuts to these people. You could go and bake a $4 kit of cookies from Walmart and wrap it up and take it to an office. Whatever your way is to pamper them and to make them feel loved. Or if you just want to do sample packets, do some sample packets. If you take 10 of those out, chances are you may get 2 new people. You may get 3. You don't know until you try it. At this point, I'm willing to stand on my head to make sure I get what, I need. And that's how you got to be. When you want a goal so bad that you're willing to do just about anything for it, you're going to normally get it, ladies. You're going to get it. But you have to be willing to put forth that effort. You have to be willing to make sure your gas tank is full enough. You may not need a full tank if you're halfway through the month. You may need just a half a tank of gas. If you want to add a little bit extra to get you that little bit of zazz, go on, girl, do it. But these bag parties, y'all, these things, it's really not as hard. Like I've sat here for, I became a director in 2020 at the end in the fall. And I've sat here and I've thought about it way too much more than what it should be. I'm one of those people that I have to see it broken down on paper, look at it, do it myself in order to believe it. And I believe it. I've never had a month where the middle of the month I had 2,000 PRV. But I have that right now and more once I place an order today. I actually have about 2,500 PRV today once I place this order. I'm just waiting to get free shipping. And that's not me. That is me today because I'm using these tools that I've told y'all in this video. That is how I am where I am. Like these tools, it is this simple. Like I said, I've wanted to make it so complex and make it so much harder to understand than what it really is. But plain and simple, make sure you know where you're at for your goal for the month. Make sure that what your goal is something that you firmly want. If you need to pay your car payment this month, write down how much you need to make that car payment, how much PRV it's going to cost to get to that car payment, and make sure you're halfway there today. If this isn't the month for you to pay your full car payment, and maybe it's a lot more than what you can do in half of a month, even trying as hard as you can, maybe do half your car payment from just Cincy payment, from just your personal PRV. But you have to have a goal that you're willing to hit. For me, it is not acceptable for me not to hit annual sales. If I don't hit that this month, even as big and scary of a goal as it is, I'm going to be devastated because I am giving it my all. But at the end of the day, I'm going to know that I gave it my all. I never once slacked up an inch. Even if I was doing something that wasn't business related, in the back of my mind, somewhere, whether it was on my phone or wherever, I was doing something that was business related to get what I needed. So if you have any questions on how to get PRV this month, if you are not halfway to where you want to be on that goal, I want you to personally message me today. I don't care. I don't care if you message me right now. I don't care if you message me in an hour. If I am busy and I can't get to it, I'll get to you in the morning. And I want to touch on that too. So sometimes I'll get messages and I literally am busy doing something and I just can't break free. That is why this group has been created. Our group right here is a great resource for when you cannot get a hold of me, you cannot get a hold of your sponsor, we are busy doing something. This group is a great place to go into and say, hey, I need help with blah, 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 blah. 9 times out of 10, there's over 100 of us. Somebody can help you do what you need to do. So I'm going to kind of break free on that unless anybody has any questions. Dana or April or Maggie, I don't know who else is in here. But if anybody has any questions, go ahead. Let's chat about it right now. That's why I like doing these lives, because we can just kind of chat about it. And if you're thinking it, somebody else is too. But I just feel like PRV is something that a lot of us think we can't do these big numbers, and you really can. You really, really can. Everyone can. We all can. And I feel like being able to have a good sisterhood like we've got helps a ton, but a lot of it's going to come from within. So whatever you have from within that you're willing to pull out to get these big scary goals, that's going to matter huge. So if no one has any questions, I'm going to hop off here. If you replay this later on today and you say, hey, I've got a question, comment it, shoot me a message. Y'all know I'm always willing to talk if I can. If I can't, I will get to you as soon as I can or the following day. But I'm going to let y'all go. Thanks for watching.